hello. Welcome back to episode number 2 of the Chelsea to Glory. Um, so we got a lot of topics actually to talk about today, and we'll get right into the first one, which is this section that you're watching right now, which is the stats of each player. I kind of took a before the start of this weekend league, and then I recorded the stats after the weekend league was done, and I just wanted to do that in case you guys wanted to see, um, I guess, progress on the team and how the subs are going, because we bought Oscar's record breaker, and we bought Morata's team of the group stage. Um, as just cards to try out, because this Chelsea Glory is like not just for the players now. I want to make sure to include a lot of players from the past. So these two I kind of wanted to try out first because Oscar, since his is a record breaker, um, it discards for like huge amount of coins. So if as long as I like bought it for as close to discard as I can, I'm not really gonna lose coins ever on this card. Um, with Morata, I bought him for like 20k, and I think right now he might be like 5 to 6k under that. But I don't really mind it because it's 20k. I can just get that back later. Um, but in terms of how they performed, I put Oscar as right CM because I play 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. So I put him as right CM. So he basically replaced Ross Barkley. Um, he's done pretty good. His stats don't really show his contribution, I guess, because the CMs aren't really the goal scorers or the assisters at all. It's mainly the front three that are playing with each other and basically trying to outscore each other, which is kind of the way I like to play FIFA. Use the forwards to make the assists and all that instead of using the defenders, because I think the way my instructions are set up, I have the CDM and the back four to stay back, and I just use every other player going forward. Um, except on corner pieces, I don't know how to change corner pieces to where like certain players stay forward. I only know that you can like change the amount of players that come forward. I don't know. Um, anything else for that? So with Oscar, um, he's been pretty decent. He's got like 89 stamina, I think, which is perfect because that means he'll last basically as long as I want him to. Morata is a bit of a lanky player. At some point, I didn't even want to sub him on because like a lot of a lot of my opponents were just like pace and pace and pace, and Morata's not like the fastest person. But I think eventually I just like started subbing him on because just to like stick to trying him out, and um, he would come on for Pulisic because I would switch. So I start with Pulisic and Ziyech as the two strikers, and then Mason Mount as Cam. And then what I do when I do my subs, whenever that is, I switch Ziyech to Cam, and then Mount and Pulisic come off for Cho and Morata in this case. Um, and then Oscar replaces Ross Barkley at halftime. Um, so yeah, I wanted to ask you guys who should be on the radar for like the next set of players to look at, because I think the way I want to run this kind of thing is like if I can find them in a Chelsea shirt, they should be uh, looked at or try to be added to the team. For example, Kevin De Bruyne, even though he's had like not that much impact when he was at Chelsea, because I don't think he really got the game time that he needed to develop into the player he is today. But I'm pretty sure I can find him in a Chelsea shirt, and eventually we can include him. And I feel like he might be the more needed replacement instead of Bakayoko, but I'm not entirely sure. Bakayoko for Kante or Kevin De Bruyne for Ross Barkley. I mean, those two are options on the table that I want to put out there. Yeah, there's a lot of replacements that can be done. I was hoping to get Salah in red picks, but obviously that's a lot of wishful thinking, considering most of the rewards are never gonna yield you the amount of time and effort you put into this game in terms of like weekend league, because most players will only go to gold 3, which is just 14 wins. We actually finished 14-9 this week, which is a lot better than last week. I don't know what happened last week, because we ended 11 with 11 wins with 7 games remaining, but this week we ended with 14 wins and 7 games remaining, so we made progress. I don't think I'll shoot for anything higher than gold 3 for the rest of the year, honestly, or for the rest of the cycle. Like, there's no point in trying to achieve a gold 2 consistently and then try to achieve gold 1, especially in a year. Like, over the past week, I've only played this game like 2 days after weekend league. Like, my Mondays and Tuesdays are kind of blank, because it's like, if I'm not playing weekend league and I don't want to grind any of the objectives, because none of the objectives fit what the team needs in terms of like Chelsea players, because there was a Coleman. Obviously, if this was like any other time, I would have got the Coleman and he would have been a sub, but you know, he doesn't fit with the team. One of the things I also want to talk about is the FIFA Pro Worlds 11 was announced today. And the only 2 players from Chelsea are Kante and Thiago Silva. And honestly, I really hope Thiago Silva gets somewhere, you know, because he was at PSG, he made it to the Champions League final, he got 2nd place. I think that's commendable for him. So, you know, maybe he gets a Team of the Year, maybe not. At most, I think at most I would want a Team of the Year nominee, even though that probably will not upgrade his wants to watch. I might just buy it anyways, because, you know. Well, actually, it depends, because if they do put Team of the Year nominees, is it just going to be like a +1 from the base, or is it going to be like an inform? But I feel like it's going to be just a +1. So, if anything, if Conte gets a Team of the Year nominee, we might get that one, because it's basically just his inform with a dynamic image and a better card design. I like the card design from last year, but they might change it. What else? So we reached level 15 in the battle pass, as I like to call it. And that's in level 15 is when we get the option of the 3 players. And I just wanted to ask you guys, um, which player to go for. Um, the options are, I think, Teo from the Serie A. He's a center mid. I've asked some people, and they say Serie A doesn't have a lot of good CMs, and I do kind of see that. I really can't think of anybody off the top of my head that's a good CM from this area. At least that is like cheap, I guess. Because when icon swaps come, we're gonna need like a team from every league at least, and probably most popular nations. Because he's Colombian, so he's not a popular nation, but he is Serie A, so he might be useful. Um, we also have the South Korean player from the Bundesliga, I think, is the other option. Um, I would use him as a sub, but obviously he doesn't fit. But for Bundesliga, I think he might be good unless we get like a Bellarabi, which from PAX, a Bellarabi, I don't know how fast he is anymore, but he might be better than the South Korean. Pretty sure he's South Korean. And the last option is the La Liga center back. The La Liga center back, excuse me. And some people said that there's a lot of La Liga options in those positions, but like, am I ever gonna pack a Diego Carlos and Militao in the same pack? I don't know. I don't know. So those 3 are on the table. I'm leaning towards the center mid or the center back. I'm just not sure yet. I think I'll wait for swaps to come out, see if it's still like first owner things, and then make a team, and then whatever team is weak, I'll probably get it for that team. This game right here, I hate when people use the curtain ball in Champions and FUT Champs because I genuinely cannot see that ball. Especially with that goal that Son scored there. Like, never saw the ball. I got lucky that I won that game. And here in the footage right now is basically the stats after the whole weekend league. We're like 10 games away from 100 for most of the players, which is kind of nice. 100 games already with the Chelsea boys. I think if we ever replace some of the players, I think I'll go more into like focusing on what they brought to the team, because I think that's a fair send off. If they do get replaced, like if we ever replace Thiago Silva with somebody, we just talk about Thiago Silva and what he is as a defender and stuff like that. So I forgot to turn off the music, so the rewards have no sound, which is sad. But we do have a loading screen here of the promo that drops on Friday, 6 p.m. UK, called Freeze. Now, I know Freeze from the FIFA mobile game, but I have zero knowledge of what that promo is in that game mode, or in FIFA mobile. But hopefully it's just Footmas rebranded, because they did that with Footies. They literally took away my favorite promo of the year and called it Summer Heat. And I'm pretty sure they're gonna call it Summer Heat from now until forever, which sucks, but what can we do? Yeah, so here I showed off the options. Just wanted to know what you guys thought. What did you guys go for? Who did you guys pick? And how did you pick? Was it based off the team you already have? Stuff like that. Gold 3, obviously, which is pretty nice with the team we have. It was a bit of a struggle to get to 14 wins, but I I pace it out. 5 wins on Friday, 5 wins on Saturday, and then we go for either 1 or 4 wins on Sunday. And you know, we try to get as many games. I think we'll try to get as many games in rivals for points, for max points. So first pick, we have three really bad options. Just not like one that's super convincing. I mean, there's two Brazilians and an Argentinian. We go for Otavio. And then we get the Brazilian again. And then we get Piatek and some random dude that I don't even know how to pronounce. Um, yeah, these options were terrible. If we got Mo Salah, that would have been amazing, especially for the type of Road to Glory we're running. He would have been literally perfect, literally perfect. Um, but yeah, we got some save packs now. Um, we do have a lot of points in squad battles, so hopefully we get some good packs from that mode. Um, yo, these flares are like trash, bro. How do you give me those flares and give me that card with like some rando in it? It's literally embarrassing. Um, yeah. So hopefully you guys enjoyed my little talk. Um, if you guys did, make sure to sub, leave a like, and I'll see you guys